Ball is teed up. Chase McLaughlin to do the honors. And we're underway in Atlanta. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Check.
Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Play action. Here's Penix. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. It's a 26-yard pickup there. And the Falcons will have a first.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
Penix now on 1st down. Throwing deep for the end zone. And he will score. Touchdown, Atlanta! The Falcons take a 6-0 lead right away. He finds one of his great receivers, Brock, and they are off to a great start to begin this ball game.
Yeah, it's such a positive offensively when you can go find not just a field goal, but a touchdown on that opening drive. And defensively, this starts to shake the foundation of your preparation and makes you wonder what's in store.
The Falcons kickoff team out there as they'll send this away. Returning it from the 4. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Alert!
Coming out throwing is Baker. This ball's caught by Palmer. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
The analytics will tell you a handful of these kind of plays per game, and your odds per drive of scoring go way up.
A jolt to start that drive. They're up near the 45-yard line.
King! Run. Watch out!
1st down. Here's Baker. Finds him over the middle. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
First and 10 from the 41. Baker now from the gun. Catch made by Bucky Irving. And they get this down to the 28. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
Shotgun handoff to Irving. Still has room inside the 15. And he's finally taken down at the 7-yard line. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with first and goal.
No frills, nothing fancy. That was just a good old offensive line dominated in the trenches. And that sprung him to get to the second level and beyond.
From the red zone now. Catch is made in close. And that's a Tampa Bay touchdown. Great opportunity to find a touchdown there, Brock, and they come through with 6.
Receivers want the ball everywhere on the football field. But you start smelling the end zone, they really want their chance. And they will tell you as a quarterback, just give me an opportunity and I'll make a play. And he sure did.
McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. They're out and set, 1st and 10.
Dragon 60. Come on, set.
From the shotgun, Penix escapes the pocket. Completes, it's Bijan Robinson. And he crosses the sideline a yard or two beyond, it looks like the 30.
It's one thing to draw all these routes up when you're in the pocket. It's quite another when a play breaks down. Timing on routes change when you leave the pocket and scramble. What a great adjustment to still deliver a clean ball.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5.
Let's go.
Running left is Robinson. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
What was supposed to move the chains, or at least make 3rd down easier to handle instead, but did the exact opposite here, Kate. It now makes this 3rd down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
3rd down, it's Penix. Connecting on the slant. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. He gets 6 on that play. And it's good for an Atlanta 1st down.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
First down, ball at the 36.
At the 60. At the 60. Go.
Penix working from the gun. He's on the move. And he wisely avoids contact, sliding down there, and that played good enough for a 1st. Give him 13 on that play. And the Falcons will have a 1st. Penix here from the gun. Escapes the pocket. And he slides down with enough to pick up that 1st. It's a gain of 12 there. And it's good for an Atlanta 1st down.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play, and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
1st and 10, a run to Robinson. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Completed to his running back. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. So that's 1 quarter gone in a battle of NFC South rivals. Scoreboard. Back for our second quarter. It's Falcons football. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. Here's Penix. Searching for... And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
And look at that. All that effort and success from the previous play, it is gone. Credit to this defense who snapped and cleared. That's part of this game. You got to snap and clear. Give up a big play, come back and make a big one for yourself. And they do, getting home with that sack.
Here we go, sack. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Buffalo 18.
After the sack, another pass on 2nd down. Rolling left, buying some time. Gets this one to Tyler Algier. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line.
Timing on routes change when you leave the pocket. It really does become, well, the schoolyard. And you got to scramble around. What a great adjustment to still deliver a clean ball.
And for the Buccaneers, it's a nickel look. 3rd down coming.
60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Trap 60, trap 60. Warriors 70.
Penix now. He's got it near the 10. And they're going to get this down to the 4 before being stopped. They get 19, and now they're going to have 1st and goal.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity. Man, did he make an impact play.
1st down from the red zone. Cut near the goal line. And he's into the end zone for an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons take a 2nd quarter lead. Extra point by Koo is up and good. And the Falcons break that tie and now lead by 7. The Falcons kickoff team out there as they'll send this away. And that one is going to go out of bounds. Wow, they're going to get great field position out of this.
Good.
1st and 10 from the 41.
Hey, alert 33. Okay.
Shotgun snap for Mayfield. He puts some power on a deep one left. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down.
Good. Okay.
Throwing again is Baker. Catch made over the middle. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. 16 yards on the play. And that's good enough for a Tampa 1st down. Irvin here from the gun. And he only manages one. Couple of defenders there to bring him down.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
Good. Point it right, point it right, point it right. Alert, 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 alert. Good.
From the gun, Mayfield. Got Evans, it's complete. And they're going to take this to the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers can tie it up in the 2nd after cutting into the lead. Mike Evans with the touchdown. McLaughlin's extra point is up and good. And the Buccaneers tie things up at 14. McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30.
Ready up.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
Throwing from the pistol, Penix. Pitts brings it in. And he's out of bounds right at the 40-yard line. It's a 30-yard play, Brock, and they've got a fresh set of downs. Big play gets him across midfield, sets him up 1st and 10 from the 40. A handoff for Robinson, running right. And he has enough room to gain about 4.
You know, that's a good run right there to keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Another carry for Robinson. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
He easily had the yardage for a first, but he was hungry for a lot more. I think that tackle prevented something that was going to be a lot bigger than just a 1st down pickup.
They have themselves another 1st and 10.
Come on. Set. Let's go.
They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
So a crazy first half has finally reached the 2-minute warning. The Falcons driving ahead.
Jack Panther. Let's go.
A give left side. Here's Robinson. And he's just spinning his wheels, man, this entire first half. They drop him behind the line.
Kid, I'll never forget walking into the Hall of Famer Dwight Freeney's meeting room with those defensive linemen. The late, great John Tierlink, his coach, he had a little sign up in his office, and it was sacks, and that money sign was the S, because...
Touchdown, Atlanta! So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
Coup with the extra point. And the Falcons break that tie and now lead by 7. The Falcons kickoff team out there as they'll send this away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. They'll have decent field position to begin with here, Brock. He's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line. They've got first down from the 31. Mayfield now from the gun. Irving hauls it in. They gain 14 on the play. And that's good for a Buccaneer first down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
First and 10, it's Mayfield. He's going to push one deep down. Brought in inside the 20. That's a Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers earn the chance to tie before halftime. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just gotta ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you gotta win right from the jump. And you gotta protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
60 Eagle, 60 Eagle. Ready?
Play action, here's Penix. Ooh, someone got a hand on that one downfield, but he still makes the catch. This one goes for an even 25 yards. And the Falcons will have a first.
Well, he tried to get aggressive, and it looked like it was done for after the deflection. He got himself to the right place at the right time to make that catch downfield.
And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete.
Well, Kate, that wasn't a fast enough break for the interception, but it was good enough and a good enough break to break on the ball, get a finger on it, and force the incompletion.
On 2nd and 10, it's Penix. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
From the gun, it's Robinson. And he's still looking for the play that sparks the ground game as that one stopped for a loss. Timeout taken by the offense, their second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. All right, here we go, 2nd down. To the air with Penix. Finds his target, Robinson. And he's out just a second shy of reaching the red zone. Pickup of 12 on that play. And it's good for an Atlanta first down.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine, because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
Able to hit Robinson, complete.
I know that completion doesn't move the chains, but I love it nonetheless. You make sure that defense is aware of every eligible player going out, and this time it was out of the backfield with the running back that shows he's adept at catching it as well.
From the shotgun, Penix. This throw is caught. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. Now the offense is going to take its 3rd and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half.
Ready.
4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal.
70 range. Here we go. Set, go.
And again, it's Penix. Flush down now to his left. And he will score. Touchdown, Atlanta! The Falcons take the lead just before halftime. And that is his 3rd touchdown catch. Certainly enough to call this a very good game for him. And we're still in the opening half, so what else might he accomplish before we're done here? Koo on now for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Falcons break that tie and now lead by 7. The Falcons kickoff team out there as they'll send this away. Returning it from the 4. Returns looking good so far. The tackle's made, so this drive will begin at the 34-yard line. They've got first down here, but just 18 seconds to work with.
Good.
Baker now from the gun. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Timeout taken by the Buccaneers. They're first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Let's see what they dial up on a second and very long.
Run. Run. Pistol. Hey, alert! Regular. Up.
Another try following the sack. And he's in trouble and gets brought down again. Tampa spends its second timeout now. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
First sack, wobbled the cart. This one, I think, sent it off the rails entirely. Taking the L on each of the first 2 plays leaves this offense looking at a very unlikely third down pickup.
He's going deep this time. And this ball's incomplete with just 2 seconds remaining.
The ability to track the ball, right? Ball skills isn't just knocking it away, and that's a beautiful job there, Kate. The ball skills is also being able to track a ball on a deeper throw like that. If he doesn't swat it away, you're looking at a huge game.
Looking to throw. He's looking deep once again. They connect on the deep shot. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down.
Buccaneers 21.
Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate, Scott, Brock Heward with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. Well, if you love high-scoring games, no doubt you have been glued to your television so far. And no signs of slowing down as we begin our second half. And he's walloped just as he gets across the 25. What a hit. He's down shy of the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. First and 10.
Point it right. Alert!
Mayfield set to pass. He's loaded another one up. He's got it deep downfield. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Run.
First down, here's Baker. This ball's cut. He loses the football. And the Falcons scoop it up. There he goes, right sideline. And Atlanta will return it for a touchdown. The Falcons grow the lead coming out of halftime. Well, Brock, we both know this. Some guys are only looking to make the tackle and end the play. Others, though, come in hunting for the football and forcing fumbles in hopes of getting exactly what we just saw.
And it can be tough for these receivers. A lot of times, they know contact is coming, but they don't always get to prepare for it because they don't always see it.
Yeah.
And these elite defenses, well, they view a completed pass as just another opportunity to create that kind of fumble, and sometimes even a defensive touchdown.
Nice little energy on their sideline after that fumble return scored, and with plenty of energy, he'll send this one away. Fielded at the 7. Returns looking good so far. It's an excellent return, but he gets popped at the end of it. Good starting field position for the Buccaneers. 1st and 10.
Set. Regular. Up, jump. Watch out.
Pressure coming. Baker. Big catch is made, and he got the feet in too. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down.
That's a pro's pro right there. That is one heck of an experienced catch. He made sure to secure the ball, but he also knew exactly where the sideline was to get both feet down.
Here's the give to Irving. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great block in the spring of guys hitting blocks downfield and a back who can show off his wheels.
Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
2nd down, Mayfield to pass. Passing struggles, bleeding over from that last play. He's forced to get rid of this one.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Third down, here's Mayfield. That's caught for the 1st. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. On the give, this is Irving. And he gets up for a gain of about 4.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
Shotgun snap for Mayfield. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Irving on the inside give. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
A lot of room they need here. It's 4th and long 8.
Hey, alert, 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 alert. Watch out.
Mayfield to throw for it. And they will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. The Buccaneers shrinking the lead some in the 3rd. McLaughlin attack on the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Buccaneers chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Ready?
Shotgun snap, a give to Robinson. And he'll take this up to about the 34 before he stopped. Give him 4 that time, so 6 to go on 2nd down.
Yep.
staying with Robinson. And he's brought down for a loss.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7. Penix working from the gun. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up 4th down. The Falcons getting ready for the punt. And this somehow is only going to be our first punt of the game. He punted 3 times in the win last week, and this one is away. And a nice return out of him. They have it a little further up past their own 30. That one scored as a massive 67-yard effort. And the Buccaneers will get set to go on offense. Ball at the 33 for 1st down.
King. Run. Regular. Attack.
From the gun, Mayfield. That pass complete to Irving. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. Troy Anderson that time with the tackle. Offense to the line for 2nd down.
Up. Real. Watch out.
From the 38. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Hey, alert 33. Watch out.
3rd and short, Mayfield. He's going to loft one deep to the left. He's got it inside the 10. And he flips the field for them before being taken down.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
Regular.
Irving will not get past the line. He's held up at the 4. A touch. Still chances to get these final 4 yards. It's 2nd and goal.
Point it right. Done.
Once again, Irving. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Perception and reality, Kate. The perception out there from the public is edge rushers are defined by their sacks. The reality in a locker room and in the huddle is you could be defined by your relentlessness. And his motor never stopped. Helped him track it down for a loss on the outside.
Mayfield now on 3rd and goal. Escapes out to the left, and he hauls it in for the Tampa touchdown. The Buccaneers now trailed by just a point in the 4th. Mike Evans with the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a 1-score game in the 4th quarter that could go either way.
The kick is good, so this game now hinging on every possession as we're tied up in the 4th. McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. Here's a return from the 7. Finds some space. He's past the 30. And that'll put him up across the 35-yard line as they begin the series.
Hey, maybe in the end this return just gets lost in the shuffle when we recap things, Kate. But you surrender a lead in the fourth quarter and you feel that momentum being lost. That's exactly what excellent special teams do. They turn it around. It's why that third phase is coached and coached and coached, because you never know when your opportunity may arise. What a great return to begin this drive.
And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. It goes as a gain of 19 yards. And the Falcons will have a first.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
On first down, here's Penix. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Defense doubled him, knowing that was where the pass was likely headed. A bit surprising. Quarterback still threw in that direction with how well that defense had that play covered.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call.
Let's go. Pat the 60s. Pat the 60s. Hut, hut.
Penix looking to pass. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
In a situation like this, you got to be a fixer. I mean, this game is hard, and you get into known passing situations, it gets even more difficult. But when you don't get rid of the ball and you take another sack, you make this third down a near impossibility.
Ready. Top 19. Top 19. Ready, ready.
Here he is on third and long. He's in trouble, and they bring him down again. And consecutive sacks have them staring at a tough fourth down. Punt team on the field. And he wants to hit his second effort just as well as he hit his first. He broke 50 on his first punt and looks to have done the same here. And this one ventures out of play on the fly. The question is where it's marked. Looks like they'll say the 17-yard line. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Straight ahead, it's Irving. And he takes a shot near the marker, but it looks like he still has enough for that first down.
That's pretty good right there now. You don't always expect a sizable gain when you run it on first down. You just want some yards to set up an easier second down play. But they will take that execution every time.
Point it right, point it right, point it right. Watch.
1st and 10, here's Mayfield. He puts some juice on a deep throw down the middle. Taking the deep shot there on first down. Okay, no luck connecting. It's incomplete. Trying to find Mike Evans with that throw. So second down coming up. Throwing again is Baker. Irving hauls it in. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and it netted some positive yards.
Back to throw it. Well, his first real mistake, that's intercepted. And the Falcons are going to have it after his second interception of the season. Third down from this distance, Brock. That is a spot you expect your offense to convert, but you also expect your defense to make the stop. This time, the defense won out with a nice interception.
Yeah, in that scenario, it's really like an outfielder in baseball, Kate, right? If you're going to go for it, as a defender, if you're going to just pull the trigger and you're going to go for it, you better make it happen, and you better get that pick. Otherwise, you're giving up a first down conversion. He gets the pick, and those defensive coaches and that defense celebrating on the sidelines.
Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
2nd and 8. Pass is cut at the 9. And he goes out of bounds after getting them to the 7. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
Could take the lead with a field goal, Brock, but thinking touchdown here as they get set up 1st and goal. Here's Robinson. Crosses the goal line. Touchdown, Atlanta. The Falcons take a 4th quarter lead. It's a Bijan Robinson touchdown. Extra point by Q is up and good. And the Falcons break that tie and now lead by 7. The Falcons kickoff team out there as they'll send this away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. Big lick from the coverage team there. That's going to stop the return before it can get to the 30. They're out and set. 1st and 10.
Run. Regular. Up.
Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. That's the 2-minute warning here from Atlanta. Buccaneers down by 7. They really need some chunk yardage here on 2nd down.
Real.
Another try following the sack. Trying to push it deep downfield. That's complete inside the 35. And in, touchdown Tampa Bay. The Buccaneers cut it to a point late in this one. So they get the all-important touchdown here late in the game, Brock. Now the question, play for the tie or go for 2 and the lead?
And I know they've got all these charts and numbers and analytics to tell you what to do, but this comes down to the gut and the trust of the head coach. Does he trust his offense more to go get this 2-point conversion, or is he going to lean in his defense and believe that they can get the stop?
And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
70 Timberwolves. 70.
He'll look to throw it. Able to hit Robinson, complete. Get some space around midfield. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. They get 22 on that one. And it's good for an Atlanta 1st down. One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory.
19 tight. Viking 18.
Back to throw. Got a man. Robinson has it. Along the right sideline, there's space. It's a 33-yard gain and a fresh set of downs. Timeout taken by the Buccaneers. They're first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game.
I think one of my favorite adjectives, I don't know why, it just sounds good off the lips, is shred. Shredding paper. Shredding the slopes. Or a dude shredding a defense just like that.
And they've got him behind the line for a big loss. Tampa spends its 2nd timeout now. Still one more in their pocket to use.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Setting up to pass. Finds his target, Robinson. And he's tackled for a short gain. The defense takes its third and final timeout. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least. Let's see what they went with on third down. Here's Robinson up the middle. A pickup of only 2, and now it's fourth down.
A 2-yard gain. It's fourth down.
Young Hui Koo out for the field goal. Pressure hanging over this kick. This will be around a 33-yarder for him. That one is good! And they're going to take the lead inside the final minute.
I know that was a kick he could make in his sleep, but with the game on the line, he delivered.
The Falcons kickoff team out there as they'll send this away. Fielded at the 7. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down.
Take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Good. Hey, we're 33. Okay.
Here he is to throw. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. And this one falls incomplete. No miracles on the final drive today. This game is over. So the Falcons defend their building and take the win at home. And as we play in October, they have kept their perfect start to the season going. To the point, Brock, I think you could argue they might be the league's best team in the front half of this campaign. So for Brock Huard, our incredible crew, everybody here at EA Sports, I'm Kate Scott signing off. We'll see you next time. A well-earned win for the Falcons as we say goodbye from Atlanta.
Don't talk about it unless you do, son. I make the backyard feel like a stampede. on, lights on.
Every day cannot stay the same. Yeah. But one thing that's never gonna change. Forever, ever, forever, ever, forever. I forever reign. Forever, ever, forever, ever, forever, forever. The people they make go and dollars they make grow and everything's for show, but I will remain cold and eager. The queen don't talk to the meager, a leader who you know in the Zephyr. Been through the trenches, gutter fields and stenches. Gone ball, they filling up the benches. Half-court shooter, spitting from the medulla. Life for the game, they talking like I'm the doula. Nobody want a doula, defend the throne. I'm a dog in the zone and your man's is bones. I don't fear the stones, I flash the paws. Don't be talking to me crazy with no glass jaw. A spit of light saliva, you can never survive her. Streets got a code up, couldn't decipher. Watch the way you talk when you talking to me. And if you didn't know, it's the NEC. Every day cannot stay the same. Yeah. But one thing that's never gonna change. Forever, ever, forever, ever, forever. I forever reign. Forever, ever, forever, ever, forever, forever. If you don't love me, you must hate yourself. Either way you play with me, you gon' play yourself. Don't be stupid, decide that I'm the same. A new Rover and they still ain't got the range. Can't even hang with, doing big things, but the fame ain't changed. Trying to maintain, but your chain can't blame. On a new plane, but your main can't tame this. Same dame, but the rock got bigger. Might buy the drop top, got more figures. Pull up in the lot, still block pop. The posse can spot. Come and go, but I still check. Now I ain't saying I'm the best, I'm just saying that you're not. I got it all, baby, give it everything you got. And arrogant, sitting in the booth, I ain't even gotta lie, cause you know that I'm the truth.